Hello, I am here at Ginkgo Petrified Forest State Park in eastern Washington, and I'm going to be making this video all about our state gem, petrified wood. This is an amazing place to come and see them, and I'm going to be seeing the logs here at the state park and then collecting petrified wood. Now, it's not permitted inside the park boundaries, but there are places outside of the park boundaries where collecting petrified wood is permitted. So, all about the state gem. And along this trail, they have the logs labeled, and they're in these cages. It looks a little dystopian, but it's to preserve the specimen and also to prevent people from stealing and chipping off pieces of the logs. So, gonna explore this. This is the interpretive site and trails where they have the massive logs on display. There's also a gem shop as well where you can buy pieces if you don't want to go hunting for them. Petrified wood is the state gem of Washington, and though it has this title, it's not actually a gem. It's a fossil. During the lava floods that once covered this region of the state, wood that was submerged and not burned was spared from being destroyed and was instead replaced over time by silica from the lava, turning it into petrified wood. Some samples are agate, quartz, or even opal. The petrified forests found in these old lava flows are around 14 to 15 million years old. Ginkgo Petrified Forest State Park outside of Vantage is a great place to experience the state gem. This interpretive trail shows the petrified logs as they may have been found. There are more than 20 logs on the trail, and it offers great views of the hills where these specimens are found. You can see fully uncovered, uncaged logs at the Ginkgo Gem Shop. These logs are beautiful and worth the detour to see in person. This shop is also where you can buy your own piece of local petrified wood. Now, getting to go see the petrified wood at the state park is fantastic because they have some amazing samples. But of course, another thing you're gonna want is your own piece of petrified wood. Now, they do have a museum and shop where you can buy a piece, or there are sites where you are allowed to publicly collect petrified wood because it is everywhere here. I am in the Saddle Mountains, and the Saddle Mountains are known for producing some amazing pieces of petrified wood, and there are multiple public sites where you can collect petrified wood. Now, just know that you are responsible of making sure that you are on the correct land and that you're not trespassing or collecting in a place where it is illegal to collect. So that research is on you to make sure that you are within the bounds of what is permitted. And these Saddle Mountains are gorgeous. So I'm gonna have a look around and see if I can't find my own piece of petrified wood. So I've been walking along this roadbed, and I found a few small pieces, a few little agatized chunks and stuff. And this is kind of like this white, like anytime you're seeing kind of this color, then you can kind of see some striation. But then I see this. This is a nice chunk. You can see the stripes there. It really stands out against all of these basalt-like. This is all basalt, and then the petrified wood really stands out. So this is a really nice piece. You can see some of the striations there as well. Okay, here's another good piece. And you can see how it just stands out against this basalt. Look at that, and it's shining too. You can see all those striations. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful piece. Okay, it's a little windy, but can you spot the piece of petrified wood in all these rocks? That's right here, and look at that. It's got some beautiful banding on it. Oh my gosh. Whew. So you can see these pieces of petrified wood, they are super easy to find on the surface just because they stand out like a beacon against all of the crumbling basalt. And oh my gosh, I've already got some really cool pieces. This is so much fun. So I finished at this site, and this is my haul. I have to say, I think this piece here is probably the best specimen I found. A lot of chips, and then also this piece. This piece is beautiful. It's got some color in it. You can see the striations. Gorgeous. And then also I did find this. This has some nice color in it, so kind of like on those larger logs. Now, the rest of these are chips and fragments and stuff where you can see some bits, but these are really just kind of, you know, fuel scraps, but it's an idea of what you can find here. Some of these, I gotta get them cleaned off. I found this chunk that has the green in it. So here is what my hull looks like, all cleaned up. I went through all these pieces and processed them. So I'm also going to insert some nice photos because the GoPro isn't fantastic at zooming. But here's that one chunk, and this piece is really beautiful. It's got a lot of that nice white banding in it, and it's got a lot of nice colors. It even has a little bit of green here up top. This piece is also really beautiful. Once again, some gorgeous banding on the side here, and then it gets down into some like white quartzy type stuff. But this piece is probably my favorite just because it looks the most like wood, and you can see the bands here once again, and it even has a bit of a sparkle to it, so there's a little bit of crystallization on this side as well. The smaller pieces also came out really nice. So there's this piece where you can see some banding. This is kind of an interesting one. It's kind of like a smaller version of this larger sample. This is a really nice one because it's almost completely agatized, but it still has those stripes in it. And this one also has some of that really cool color that you could see in some of those larger logs at the Ginkgo Petrified forest, but you got the green and the red there. And it's really easy to find the stuff that's like quartz and agatized and stuff like that. It has a very waxy appearance to it, so it's really easy to spot. But here, I will also take my light, and you can see how that is shining through there. You can see how the light comes through the banding there. And it's the same on pieces like this, completely see-through. This one has some partial agatization. This is another chip where it's completely see-through. And this piece, obviously, no agatization. This one has some where you can see where it's kind of golden on the edges, so there's some portions where it agatized, but I think this is the piece that's the best example of the larger piece, because this is all the light is penetrating pretty far in there. Same with this piece. So, but I will say, as happy as I am with a piece like this is actually considered like scrap, or just, you know, pennies up here. If you are actually going to some of the serious dig sites, you can get some massive chunks of petrified wood. That is petrified wood collecting over here in Eastern Washington. I am a huge rock hound. I love this kind of stuff, and finding the petrified wood over here is really fun because it's super easy. I would say it's really easy to spot compared to all the rest of the rocks. It really does just kind of stick out to you. And I would say just go slow and look very carefully. And if you're looking for an hour and you haven't found anything, then you're in the wrong spot because it's pretty easy to find out here. And make sure if you are looking for petrified wood that you are, once again, collecting in a spot where it is legal to do so. That is very important. But there are lots of sites where that is possible here in the Saddle Mountains and in this region of Eastern Washington. I really hope you enjoyed this. This is our Washington State gem, so I had to make a video about it.